What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm LotusAsakura, the one who never knows best, bringing you some more Dragon Ball FighterZ matches and continuing on with part 3 of post-commentary coverage of my most recent City of Mayhem run. It's been a minute since I've been able to bring you guys a third part in one of these little mini-series, and well, frankly, it's been a while since I had been competing in the events, partially because of my own reasons and partially just because Bum hadn't been running them as often because he's had some stuff going on. Everything's good on both our ends now. Not that we ever had issues with each other, is that we both separately in our personal lives had things going on. That's clarification just in case. Anyway, that being said, in the first part we won our first match, lost the second one to Remedy, and then the second part we won our matches against both Senpai and Rizzo. And here in the third part, continuing on my losers run, we're up against Obelisk, who you might remember is that really good cooler player. He actually made waves at what was it, the World Finals, I believe, or was it in the exhibition in France, the 10v10? I can't remember. But you guys remember there was like one of the big DBFZ events, with a lot of the European and American players, especially, that he did really well in. I can't remember for certain, but he usually plays cooler in Android 21, and oh, I can't remember his third. I cannot remember his third. Is it Kefla? No, I don't think it was Kef. I cannot remember who his third usually is. Either way, though, for whatever reason, he's not playing 21 or cooler today. He was playing Krillin, Kefla, and Beerus, which is a team. I don't know if this is what he's thinking about maining, if this is just really fun for him, if he's experimenting or what. But you can see we're continuing on with our team of Labcoat, 18, and Trunks, and we're starting off very well. We take out Kefla right away, bring in Krillin, which is good because, well, frankly, all the characters on his team have really good assists. He tries to reflect the Trunks assist, but the Trunks is actually whip, which managed to get me a punish, knockdown, and I did not confirm off that hit there, and he gets the falling JM to punish me for trying to hit him for getting hit. But it's fine. Krillin combos, not looking like he's got those right now. Going into this match though, I was like, oh, this could be where my run ends because that was a really bad super dash. I played Obelisk multiple times in the past, and Obelisk, you guys also might remember that Obelisk was a tournament demon for me. Now that I remember, I'd forgotten about this. I had honestly, what I'm about to say, I completely forgotten about until just now. I didn't even think about this going into the match. But Obelisk has beaten me like 3, 4, maybe even 5 times in tournament. He has gate kept me from winner's side top 8 multiple times in events, and I've always lost him 2-1 every single time we've ever met in bracket prior to this match. If I had remembered that at the time, I probably would have been even less confident going into that, but I completely forgotten. I knew that I'd played Obelisk because we've also run a bunch of casuals together and just you know sparred in ring matches and stuff, and it goes back and forth. I take games off him, he takes games off me. They're usually more in his favor, but I definitely hold my own. But generally speaking, I would consider him the better player, and he usually wins more games when we do play. I don't know how much he still practices or plays the game, and like I said, I don't know what he's looking like team-wise these days. I do think this team he's playing is really good. I don't know how much practice he's had with it, but we're looking stronger than he is right now with our lab coat and our Trunks left alive, and all he's got left is Krillin. He's got 2 bars at his disposal. Neither of us have sparking, but I like my odds right now. Barrier to beat the rocks, tries to heal himself with the Sensu Bean, playing the lame game. I confirmed that way too late, so I've wasted my vanish. Basically, I only had 1 bar minute to start with. And this is Krillin. We're talking about those post-vanish combos, ROD, so he is going to get the kill here. Krillin's post-vanish combos, Krillin in general is insane. I feel like most people are aware right now of how good of a character Krillin is, so I'm going to adjust my mic real quick. Hopefully it doesn't make too much noise. I think most people are pretty aware of like how strong Krillin is and can be in the right hands, but he's a kind of an underplayed character. I think he's in that same vein as like Beerus, where funnily enough, he's playing them both, and the tech and the DR. I think Beerus is a very strong character, and I think a lot of people understand how strong Beerus is, but he's not super popular. He's not very high when it comes to character usage, as far as I've seen. Probably more than Krillin. Wow, the anti-air solar flare was really good there. Did not super though. Playing the neutral. Wow, and he tried the 2H. I don't know if y'all saw that, but he definitely tried the 2H, or at least I assume he tried the 2H, and he got counter hit by the super dash. Everybody's favorite. I think he was scoping it out, waiting for me to just go in with that, and he was not able to get the punch. And we take the first game, and after taking the first game in a set always feels really good. I mean, if you guys also compete in tournaments, whether it be offline or online, maybe you can relate as well. But taking the first set in a tournament match always makes you feel really good and puts you in a really confident place. Cause it's like, okay, if I win this next game, then I'm out of here. And if I lose the next game, I still got a whole nother game to adapt and try again. So taking that first game is always like what you want to do. I've definitely had my fair share. Baby, that's his third. That was the problem character. Oh, but he swapped to Baby, Gohan, Vegeta, and then ended up swapping to cooler Kefla 18, which is the Kaiden team. And I think his name on Discord is like Kmart Kaiden or something like that. But What was I saying? Yeah, Baby was the character that was always destroying me when I played him. How could I forget? It was Baby, Cooler, and 21. His Baby just destroyed me every time we played. Surprisingly, he goes for Cooler, Kefla 18 as opposed to like his older team. Not certain as to why, but when I saw the Cooler, I was like, yeah, I expected a character swap out of that first game. But anyway, as I was saying, even before that, oh no, I lost my train of thought. I got sidetracked too many times. Damn, I can't remember. I cannot remember. I was saying something about being confident in taking the first game in a tournament set. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I've had my fair share of times where I've lost the first game and then I've managed to win the next 2 games, but you don't normally want to be in that position. Baits the spark, gets the punish. Actually, no, he wasn't prepared for that at all because he could have just super dashed off that beam if that was the case. He would have gotten a better combo. But as you can see right away, the Cooler paying off, looking like a really strong pick from him right now. My spark is off the table, his is not. His whole team is still pretty healthy. I get 21 out. Honestly, I should have kept her in and just done command grab and covered some health back and just kept my team composition, but it's fine. Sorry, I zoned out for a second. I was kind of just like enjoying watching the match. So anyway, he fights it with Kefla, takes me to the corner. 236S for the knockdown. We go for the forget the name of that move, but that move again for the Oki. That's very powerful. I don't know what the answer is to that, if at all. He over reflects there, gets punished by the beam. Bring lab coat back in. Key blast for the spin. Go for the JH. He pops the sparking, which is great for me. I super dash, and he was not prepared for me to do that because that was honestly a really risky move. Go for the stomp, the 21, the 18 assist to convert. Spin again, super. I'm not sure what my line of thought there was because I knew that wasn't going to kill and I couldn't get the sliding knockdown anymore. I guess I just wanted to get as much damage off that conversion as I possibly could. Not normally a combo route I would have picked, but it's fine. Get the conversion again. Hitting him with some straight key blast into the spin, bringing the Android 18. You know what I need to do? I need to see if when I do that spin with 21, if I can actually tag in and then just drag and rush like you see other characters do. Like when Blue Vegeta does his Rekkas and people bring him in, or like his Vegito kicks and stuff like that. Also, at first I just thought he messed up his DHC, then I realized it was a setup. I don't know if he messed it up or if that setup just wasn't that strong, but it completely whiffed. And we get the hit. I should have converted with a 5-in, but it's fine either way. Barrier paying off for your boy. He's using barrier assist. I'm actually using the disc assist. I don't really know which one is better for the team between disc and barrier when I'm playing Labco 18 and Trunks, but the disc seems to work really well for me. I like it a lot. I have no counter advantage there. I didn't react in time for a 2H, so it's fine. And yeah, now we're both just playing the full screen neutral game with Android 18. He finds his key blast first before I can. Drops the combo though. And yeah, like I said, I don't know how long he's been playing these characters or practicing these teams, especially with obviously 18 and Kefla. But his 18 did not seem very refined, you know what I'm saying? And there it is. Remember I said before about auto combo catching backdash with lab coat? I'm really glad she has that. That's something that GT Goku used to have, but they took that away from him. Trunks also used to have that. They kind of took it away from him as well. Cell and Kid Buu, I believe, also used to do it, and they nerfed those. Some of them still do. Goku Black still has it as well. Sorry that I'm looking down at my hand. I kind of gashed my finger the other day. Anyway. Anywho, knockdown to the 21 assists, and that should be the end of Cooler. Things are looking pretty good for us. Oh wait, no, I remember. Yeah, I didn't have enough bar to do a super, so I tried to push it with the Key Blast and the Shining Slash. However, that ended up dropping because I was out of hit stun. The hit stun had decayed too far for me to convert that. And he ended up being able to get Cooler out and knocking me down with Android 18 level 3, meaning it's time for me to guess. And he goes for the cross up. I get hit and I end up losing Trunks. Now we're still in a pretty good state here. We have both the androids on our side and all his characters are one touch. So as long as I can get one character before he gets mine, we're good. But I immediately get hit by the Kefla assist. He converts that into a full combo, takes me to the corner. Big 17. I try to wake up reflect. That didn't work out. So yeah. We were looking good until I dropped that combo on Cooler, and then everything quickly went downhill. Super dash from full screen. I wasn't ready for it. Another knockdown with Android 18. Call the EX17. Calls the barrier this time. I reflect. Super dash doesn't find its mark. Ooh, hold up with the falling JL finds a mark on Android 18. I 2H just to keep the combo super simple. You can see we only got 85 seconds left on the clock. I use the command grab to recover a little bit of blue life. Level 1. Keep the kill on 18. All right, if I can just hit him twice before he hits me once, we can win this. back, play it safe, don't want to overcommit to anything. Block the beam, reflect the assist. He runs up 6M. I can only assume he wanted to run up 5M. He's got a miss input. Key blast, don't want to overcommit to too many of those. Beam, the big tail normals, and the 2M. I wasn't blocking low. And that's Obelisk taking game number 2, tying things up at 1-1. And, you know, I'm still feeling pretty good, even though I let him pretty much come and lost to the character that should have died. Mind you, how many times does that happen to me? Or how many times does that happen to you, where you're supposed to kill a character, you end up dropping the combo for one reason or another, and then that character that you accidentally allowed to live ends up winning the game for your opponent? That ever happened to y'all? Because I feel like that happens to me a lot. Right here, you see I took a brief moment before I hit rematch just to like recompose and just, you know, get back that confidence. He goes for a round start 5M, jump out of the barrier, sis. Trunks, you got me. Wow. This big one was cool. Got over there. Hey, spin to win. Let's Beyblade. Let it rip. You know what I'm saying? Picking up speed, going out of town. Go rip it up at the speed of sound. You gotta fall down, eat ground to get back up again. Let's Beyblade. Damn, I dropped that combo. That could have been the kill on Cooler if I had done the right thing. I should have done 2-3-6M and then into full combo extension. Jump out, Dragon Rush, nice tech. I'm a spin, gets the hit, Trunks assist. There we go, convert that. J2H, Key Blast, spin, stomp, J8 or JL rather. No sparking spent. The Dragon Rush though, or I go for the Dragon Rush. He vanishes to avoid it. He manages to find the hit. Boom, 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 boom. Knocks me down, calls the EX17 again. Again, I go for Reflect, go for Raw type, but the tag came out kind of low, or kind of slow, rather, and I ended up getting kind of clapped up by Cooler. It's so mind-blowing to me that they ended up buffing DP assist, because I don't think anyone ever in there, actually, that's not true. What I was about to say is not true. I was going to say, well, no, it is true, but I'll explain. No one in their right mind thought DP assists weren't good enough. However, a lot of the lower level or less experienced or just frankly just not good players thought DP assists were too hard to confirm off of for combos and stuff. But DP assists, in my opinion, were already the best assists in the game at the time that they got buffed. And frankly, I think they still are the best assists in the game. So them getting buffed was just crazy to me. It was no different than like buffing the strongest character in the game. It's like these are already the assists that run the game, and we made them even better. Like we gave them more hits done and made them easier to confirm off of. That's just like mind-blowing to me. That's one of those changes that they made in the game at some point. You know, I was talking about that, like they started doing a lot of stuff that I didn't agree with or didn't like, and it's like made me like the game less and less. That's one of the bigger ones for me. It's like, why did we buff DPs? That makes no sense. But anyway, I digress. You see, ooh, but I didn't have my super dash, so I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Vanish to vanish. Ooh, and baited out the counter. I had a feeling that was coming. I could have done a better combo here for sure. I didn't even use my smash, I don't think, but it's fine. We get 18 back in. Trunks out. Preserve that's the you know, the order of my team. I like 18 with the Trunks assist behind her. You see, we lost lab coat. We don't have a bar here, so we can't really vanish that. I probably could have landed him in the jam, but we ended up getting crossed up. But it's fine. He didn't convert the combo, but he does catch me with the delay. I was trying to jump away, and the 5M find this mark, and it's huge damage here. Potentially the kill. Not quite. Bum, bum, bum. Don't ask me what happened there. I don't really have an answer for you. But the Shining Slash, find this mark, and we back in business. I feel like I kept starting my train of thought and then like trailing off or saying something else. But yeah, we lost lab coat because I was reflecting too much. He baited me and she died. Anyway, back to the current events. Yes, sir, Bob. We're looking good. I was able to convert off that 18 disc assist because I also got hit. Even that 2H. Yes, sir. I get people with that all the time. My EX flip in, JH, and then they go to vanish it and they just end up getting 2H for the troubles. Now he was in sparking, so he could have blocked it. Could have empty vanished, which he did, but then he tried to air dash in on me, which ended up getting him punished because he thought he was going to be able to punish me, but I recovered faster than he expected. The JH, he tried to dash out. Y'all see the small walk forward? He tried to micro walk out and ended up getting clapped overhead by the jump heavy. But we end up taking things 2-1 over Obelisk. My first victory over Obelisk in tournament. Not as sweet or as satisfying as you might expect or might have hoped or thought because, well, I don't know how much he practices the game anymore, and also this wasn't like his main team, or maybe it is his main team now, but it isn't the team that beat me up for so long, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool. We advanced on in the bracket, and that means that the next match that we have in this run, if we win, we qualify for top 16 and make it out of pools in losers side. So yeah, I'll be right back with those games. And so my next opponent to qualify into top 16 was a player by the name of Storm King, running an all Android team of 18 lab coat and 17, which honestly is a pretty powerful team. 17 is one of those characters that I feel like somehow kind of fell off. Not because he's not good, but it felt like everyone and their mom was playing. Well, you know what? It's lab coat. It's because of lab coat. It felt like everyone and their mom was starting to play, you know, Yasha's team of Blue Gogeta, Vegito, and Android 17. And so Android 17 was seeing a lot of play. Even for people who weren't playing those teams. But excuse me, ever since lab coat came out, I feel like I've been seeing a whole lot less Android 17. Yasha still plays them, but a lot of people are playing, you know, the double fusion lab coat team, whether that be Blue Gogeta or Red Gogeta. They're playing double fusions in lab coat, or the character that people throw on their team instead of 17 is lab coat. You know what I'm saying? So I hadn't really put too much thought into it until just now, but saying it out loud, yeah, it all makes perfect sense. 17 is still a very powerful, very strong character, a great anchor with a great assist, in my opinion. Hey, he doesn't get played as much. That being said, in this first match, you can see we got off to a great start. Take out Android 18 right away, force him to spend a sparking. We finally do manage to get hit, or he manages to hit us, I should say. But it's fine. I'm gonna reflect. Oh no, I spark. I thought I reflected then. It's fine. I'm gonna zone him out with the Ki Blast, but he punishes my whiffs with Ki Blast of his own. Go for the re-jump here. Yes, sir. He's had a lot of bar here, so I gotta imagine he's gonna want to spend some of that. Command grab into level 3. And keeps lab coat in. Again, there's no mix here, but she does get a safe jump. If you're a little bit tricky, if you're a little bit bad on defense, you get hit by some other stuff. I just go for the reflect. I wanted to tag, but since he had backed up so far away and looked kind of patient, it looked like, ooh, he was waiting for the 2H, but the barrier puts in that work. We get the 2M punish, and I level 3 here with 18 on his lab coat, and now it's time for him to guess. Because Android 18 level 3 Oki is pretty good. And honestly, I feel like there's too many scenarios where I give up the mix. I've just been doing stuff like that. Just to play it safe, because I don't want them to do some sort of reversal or just smash when I mess up or something like that. But frankly, I just need to be practicing it more and just be going for the mix-up every single time, because frankly, I went for it a lot more with Android 21 than I do with 18, even though it's the same Oki. But I don't know. Anyway, you can see we have a huge advantage here. Oh, the 2H whiffed. I chased the bad guys for the 5M, which was a great option, was the right read. That could have been huge damage on 17, but it's fine. We still have a full health 18, a full health Trunks. 21 doesn't have a whole lot of health, but she has the ability to heal herself if need be, if we so choose to. And wow, I cannot believe that reached, because those normals did not look like they were good enough from 17 in order to convert that into a full combo. 17's actually got pretty slippery normals. It's only like one of his only downsides is that he's got not the best normals in terms of like range or size. Especially in the game we have characters like, well, the Fusions and even Lab Coat or UI Goku, Broly, right? Jiren. I know it might sound kind of funny for me to put characters like Jiren in there with the likes of the other ones I just named, or Janemba even. Janemba's a pretty hot there. Man. I don't know if y'all are seeing what I'm seeing, but Storm King 17 kind of putting in that work. Put me in the dirt. Nice reflect and the Ki Blast for the punish, but he didn't have meter for vanish. I tried to flip over the power blitz, but that didn't work out. Should have guard canceled there, to be honest. Tried to 2L the Rekka, ended up getting punished instead with a whiff. And ever since that 5M that we got where we read his backdash and then we dropped the combo, I don't think we've touched him. I mean,
it really be like that sometimes.
You know, like I just out loud I was saying that, but inside it was more like, you feel me? This was weird too, because we did have a couple of like lag spikes throughout that match, and as you can see, when we back out there, his connection was 1 bar for me, and then it ended up going back up to 3. And then here we spent some time, so I'll just fast forward. We spent some time like talking in the tournament Discord about, you know, what was going on. Did you have lag? I had lag. And basically I was like, look, you can keep game 1. It's fine. You're in that fair square. The connection, they seems to be stabilized back again. We can jump back in. I'll run it as long as you're okay with running it as well. We both agree we'll just play it out, because it wasn't that bad. Like, there were a couple of spikes, but it wasn't anything too crazy. It did get a little bit bad towards the end, but it was what it was. I didn't really care that much. I was just like, let's just run it. So we just jumped back into it with him taking that game. And so we proceed on both maintaining both of our teams. And I I could think of it. Also, let me get a drink of some water, because your boy doing a lot of talking, kind of get some cotton mouth. You feel me? But yeah, despite the 6H final against Mark, despite the insane comeback he made in game 1, I was feeling pretty confident about my ability to still win the set, because as deflating as that can be, or as upsetting it can be to lose a game we had such a huge lead like that. I mean, I've done that plenty of times to people, myself, and also we did so well in that first game and we dominated so much that I was like, I could definitely repeat that in the second game. I mean, his 18 didn't get to play at all in the last game, and as you can see here, I mean, he's like nicked us, and that's the combo I was talking about before. Like, that extension, that's what I need to be doing more in those situations. You might be able to optimize that even more, but I'm just leaving a little bit of damage on the table when I'm not doing that 2-3-6 M. But yeah, he's already spent his sparking. We've gotten grazed, but it's no big deal. I got the key blast hit, but I didn't convert it with a vanish. It's fine though. He calls this EX17, so I'm not trying to call my assist. Playing the neutral, just using movement and key blast. There we go. Convert it with the Trunks assist. Key blast, spin to win. Stomp on him. Level 3. Using the level 3 to maintain the corner here as well, just to maintain the positioning. And we're just gonna go in with the safe jump, and he gets hit by the safe jump, and down goes Andrew 18. So again, off to a super strong start here. 21 is taking a little bit of damage, but nothing too crazy. His sparking's off the table. His 21 is at about the same amount of life that I have, if not a little bit less. So we have a huge advantage here. Now, granted, like I said, he was able to make a crazy comeback in that last game with 17. 17 is still there with full health. I'm not really too concerned. A barrier does not last long enough for him to not get hit here. We spent our sparking to keep our team alive, and really to keep 18 alive, or 21 alive rather. Oh my goodness. Dropped the combo, but it didn't matter. The reset, the cross-up JH is going to be enough to take out his lab coat. And I'm in sparking. I read the jump back dash. I empty vanish, get that full combo extend, Trunks assist, boom, 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 J2H, command grab, recovers some life, level 3, and this time using the other level 3 to put him back in the corner. And yeah, this one's a steamroll. This one's a steamroll. This is going the way the first game looked like it was going to go. Again, safe jump, mix, he gets hit by the low, and that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. We kind of obliterated him that game. I mean, we obliterated him in the first game too, but then 17 was on some other. 17 just put in that work. And then with the health we healed back from command grabs using 21, which is another. I love this character so much. I understand why everybody hates her, especially after the way she released, with her being as strong as she was. Like, people are gonna have a bad taste in their mouth, and like her first impression is like really bad, and it soured everyone on her. But I always thought this character was so sick and so cool. She's so much fun. Being able to heal is just, it's just like that. I don't know. It's like, it almost feels like she shouldn't be able to do that, but she can. So I ain't mad at it. Round start spin, but I didn't convert it into a full combo. Spin to win, y'all know the vibes. Reflect the assist, reflect the normals. I don't know why I super dashed there. I should have just ran the 5 up, but it's fine. Oh. Knockdown to the Trunks assist, and again, getting off to a very strong start. His Android 18 not being allowed to play. Key blast, spin, y'all know how it goes. Stomp, spin. Another spin, and this was great. Him raw tagging the 17 like that, and then immediately getting hit by EX Slicer is the best thing I could have asked for, because obviously his 17 is what gave us so much trouble in that first game. And again, we read the jump on wake up, get the hit, full conversion, stomp, dragon rush, stomp again into the level 3 again, keeping the corner position, and we are cooking. This is it's all us. It's all us. And at this point, I'm feeling like there's no way I could possibly lose this match. Run up 5-0, he gets hit by the low. I went for the safe jump to the time, so he was probably expecting that he was gonna have to block high, and the run up 5-0 just found its mark. Staying away, key blast. I have a huge lead here. Don't need to take any huge risks, right? Super dash, get hit by the spins, fine. It's not like he reacted to the super dash. He was able to catch me on the back dash, so ain't no big thing. I immediately spark. I don't want to lose. I wasn't able to hold on to that one. And again, the 18 finds its mark, but I was able to convert. Ooh, but he gets hit by the medium. He's hit by the medium. It's going to be huge damage. It's going to be huge damage. spin, stomp, dragon rush, another stomp. I definitely could have killed here with a better combo than this, but since I had 4 bars and I had Trunks level 2, I was still able to get the job done. But yeah, that could have been a TOD even if she had been at full health. I could have optimized that combo a bit better. But yeah, it's just everything's going right for us this game. Just pretty much everything is going right for us. It's just a repeat of game 2, damn near. Only difference is the order in which the characters died. Use the barrier, builds the meter. EX17 ain't worried about it. He builds the meter off my key blast, whatever. JM finds the mark. That was a very good jumping by him. I was trying to barrier there. I definitely tried to do 2-2S, but I was a bit too slow with the input, so it didn't come out in time. EX17, I'm just jumping out of that. He messes up. Knockdown, Trunks assist, and yeah, it's... Y'all see how it go. Y'all see how it go. We end up taking this set 2-1 over Storm King, and we advance on into top 16 of the bracket, meaning that we only have to win 1 more game after this in order to qualify for top 8. And I don't know when the last time is I qualified for a top 8 in an event. His level 3 whiffs because of my 2H, and it's great. It's everything went great for us. 6M into yeah. And there you have it, boys and girls. Your boy LotusAsakura has once again. Well, I said, well, no, I made top 16. I make top 16, and we're continuing on with our losers run here in the bracket. Yeah, I don't know why I'm like brain farting right now, but it is what it is. We actually went on a pretty good run, a pretty good streak here in City Mayhem, and it continues on in the next episode of part 4. Can you believe there's a 4th part to my tournament run this time around? But yeah, man, everything's going great. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay tuned for all this content that I bring you. And with all that being said, that's pretty much all today. Remember, nothing can happen to you. Swing the bat. Later.